You should just give up because I'm not gonna ever do it right. I kind of look washed out, but that's okay.
It's the lighting. What's up, everybody?
Oh, we were live.
What does that say?
Live.
Okay.
Whatever.
Look at this. Look at this highlight. Look at that highlight.
Mine looks terrible.
Because you did it with no mirror.
God. This is a mojito, by the way.
Okay.
I'm just saying, so if I say something dumb,
there's no excuse.
It's because of this.
There's no excuse for your dumbness. Hello. We have been on hiatus for quite some time.
I was incapacitated, and then Thanksgiving.
What? Incapacitated?
That's a way of putting it.
Mm-hmm.
Where is the camera? Okay, because I don't know where to look. I keep looking at myself. And
that's fine. You can look at yourself. That's fine. Hello, person who liked. Hi, Mr. Admiral.
What's up,
You're
man?
always the one that first is to view and the first is to like. I appreciate you.
You might. Wait. What does he say? Wait. You the real MVP.
Were you about to say you my real nigga?
No.
Oh, well, because you said that.
I would say, what does he say? And I was like,
Kevin
you the
Durant.
real MVP.
He's talking about his mom. You got the MVP award anyways. Lots has happened, and we've been on hiatus because JT is a crippled woman, and
I don't appreciate that tone.
What?
At all.
I just said you're a crippled woman, like
I don't like that.
Okay, well JT is severely broken. She's severely broken, but she's gonna get better. And yeah.
You know what? This needs to end. Just get out of my house.
No.
Get out of my house.
Too bad. So a lot of stuff has happened, and we're gonna talk about it first.
I couldn't move for 2 weeks.
There was something that I wanted to talk about, like that happened in real life, and I can't remember what it was. We need to start off with a real life story, and I can't remember what it was. Remember we said something about it? Oh well. I can't remember what it was. I can't remember.
You need to write stuff down.
I thought I did.
Because of all people, of everybody you know, I'm the one that's not going to remember.
I'm not either. And I thought I wrote it down, but it's not in
You
here.
remember more than I do.
I just remember important stuff, not like little stuff like this.
I don't remember nothing.
Girl.
Like, they at the beginning, y'all thought I was lying. I was like, you graduated with this person. How do you not know who they are? I'm like, I don't know.
I know. But when it comes to, I understand that high school is supposed to be some of the best memories of your life. And
I did not enjoy a single moment.
I didn't either. I did not. I mean, I liked high school.
I did.
To a sense. I like some of the experiences that I had and some of the lessons that I've learned and some of the friendships that I have. But honestly, high school is overrated. And I know that you have to finish it. You got to finish high school. That's important.
I mean, you don't have to.
You don't. You kind of have to. You kind of have to if you want a good job.
If you want to succeed in life, you have to.
Okay, so you have to finish high school. But even with a small high school like ours, I had 81 people in my graduating class.
I think ours was 82,
something like that. It wasn't much bigger or smaller, but it was it's so cliche. Like everything about high school is just fake. Even the grades that you get, teacher showed favoritism to some.
Oh my god.
It was ridiculous because there were so many popular kids who went out drinking every single weekend. Probably sometimes several times a week. And yet they got straight A's down the honor roll. How does that work?
National Honor Society, scholarships.
And you can't tell me, oh, it's possible. No, they got favoritism from the teachers. And if anyone from high school is watching this, it's true.
especially in a little bitty town that we grew up in.
Mm-hmm. Where everybody knew when the party was going down.
Like the sheriff was, down the road
Mm-hmm.
making sure that, everybody got home safely.
Mm-hmm.
Not that everybody didn't drive drunk. Just making sure everybody got home safely.
Right.
That's how it was.
Right. But they did drink. There's
They
one
drank a
person.
lot.
There was one person in particular. This is I don't really talk to this person anymore. I didn't even in high school.
Whisper their name.
You don't know them, so why?
That's true.
Anyways, after we had, graduated college and everything, like we were grown adults, this fool, he gonna upload a picture to Facebook. This is when I had Facebook. And he's like hanging out with the dudes, the boys, and he's driving in his truck, going down the road with a beer in his hand. And I'm just like, wait, is no one else seeing this? Because no one had commented on it. I'm just like, sounds like real mature drinking and driving. I was like, it's none of your business. And I said, when you posted it on Facebook,
it's kind of everybody's business.
yeah,
Especially everybody in the area you're driving.
yeah. And I was like, how stupid can you be to post this on Facebook so everybody can see? And then he gonna unfriend me and block me. Don't be mad because I called your.
You know what? I hope you kind of cop saw that
girl,
and was looking out for you.
girl, I hope so too.
I hope so.
Because literally, how stupid do you have to be? First of all, to drink and drive, and then 2, to go ahead and upload it to Facebook, and then 3, get mad when you get called out. Get mad. Oh, I broke the law. I'm gonna block you. Well, I wish somebody. Woo, if I ever see him, I would not give him a hello. How you doing? How's life? Nothing. Because he's.
I wouldn't remember him.
I know you
So
don't.
I would remember their face, and I'd be like, if we ever went back to East Texas, which I would not, but if I saw them like in Dallas at a Walmart, I'm like, you look familiar, but I wouldn't say anything to them. I would just like look at them, it's like, I probably know you, but I don't care.
I know you would not do that.
Yes, I would. I would say it in my mind. I'm like, I think I know you from somewhere.
Oh, in your
but
mind.
I don't care.
Oh, I thought you said you would say that to their face.
No.
Like, girl, that's rude.
That's rude. I wouldn't do that.
Well, you did not specify.
I know I'm rude, but I am.
He went to our school, but then he did not graduate with us. He went to some other school. Who cares? But I'm glad he's not on the road with me. I'm hoping he stays over there in East Texas because we got enough drunk drivers here in Dallas. But it's crazy. And then on the country roads too. What? What are you looking at?
She broke her harness.
Why did you leave it on there? I told you to take it off.
That's okay.
No, it's not okay. Her dog broke her harness, and I told JT to take it off. But she's like, I'm going to keep an eye on her. Hello, Bonita. How are you?
Does anybody have a cure for an 8-month-old lab pointer mix to stop chewing and eating everything?
And then you didn't even leave her something to chew on in the kennel.
I cannot tell you how many times I have to tell her, don't eat that, drop it, when we go for a walk. There was 3 dead squirrels she tried to take with her.
That's nasty.
Someone dumped like a bowl of rice just on the street.
Ew.
Like it wasn't in a package, it was just rice. Cooked rice on the street. And I'm like, that could literally have rat poison in it. They're probably trying to kill some stray dogs. And she over there.
Yeah.
I'm like, stop!
You woke up.
Like, I'm not trying to watch you have a seizure and die. Like, I got her as a therapy dog. I don't need to watch her die. What do I do? Does anybody have...
Bonita is Admiral's wife. What's up? Hey.
Bonita is my wife. Hey, wifey.
Hey, wifey. Aww.
But y'all not answering my question.
But maybe they don't have a dog. Man, chill.
She gonna die.
She is not good. If you just, not do what
I know,
you just
but sometimes, It's like, drop it, drop it, drop it. And she's like, too late, nigga. Too late. That's what she does.
I know. But she's still very young. She's 8 months old. So you just have to give it more time. Anyways. Give it more time.
I understand. I will give it more time. I don't have a choice but to give it more time. But she may not have that much time left because she keeps needing stuff.
You just gotta keep an eye on her. And today you did not do that. I told you to take that thing off. And now it's broke. Now her harness is broke. Anyways, we're gonna get to the politics now. Because real life stuff is over. Yay! So let's start off with migrants storming the border. Trump was right. Everyone else is. Oh, remember when? Okay, because remember when?
Jim Acosta.
Girl, Jim Acosta literally said they're hundreds of miles away. They're not going to be climbing walls. And what they do? They showed up at the border, started climbing walls.
They're not going to be throwing stuff.
Yeah.
It's a whole bunch of women and children.
And granted,
it's nothing but women and children.
No, they didn't say. They just said it's a lot of women and children, which there is a lot of women and children, but the vast majority of them is men.
That doesn't count. When and I'm going to be very generous. When 30% is women and children.
Yeah.
It's not a lot.
Okay, yeah, it's not a lot per the percentage, but if you had 1,500 women and children in your midst, that's a lot to me, okay? But
sorry.
Compared to the vast majority of, let's say, 6,500 men, that's way more.
If you had 10,000 people in front of you, and there were 1,500 women and children,
I understand
you
that.
would not say that.
I would say that. Yes, I would.
You would say that there's a lot of women and children.
Yes.
If there were 1,500 women and children and 8,000 men.
Yes, I would still. There's a lot of women and children, and there's way more men.
No, I would say there's a little bit of women and children, and there's a lot of men.
Okay,
because that's literally the definition.
No, it's not. It's an opinion. I think 1,500 is a lot
compared to 10,000.
Okay, I know compared. Compared. Yes, I know.
I understand, and I understand what you're saying.
Okay, then.
But context is everything.
But I still.
If you say, I have a lot
that
of
doesn't work.
Wait. If you say I have a lot of grapes, say you have a bushel of grapes. I have a lot of grapes. But you have a field of apples. You can't say I have a lot of grapes.
Oh my goodness. When it's grapes, that's like not.
It is the same.
Okay, no, it's not. But we're going to drop it because this is irrelevant. I mean, not really irrelevant, but our argument is.
No, it's not.
Okay, but I mean, who cares if you think it's a lot and I think it's not, or whatever it is? But I'm just saying there are some women and children there.
Okay, I would take that definition. There are some women and children there. They were saying that there was a lot.
Okay, but they weren't mentioning. The only difference is they were not mentioning all of the men that outnumber them by great numbers.
I understand that. That's the fake news part.
Okay, that's what I was saying. Should know better than to bring children. Exactly.
And
that Pulitzer Prize winning photo that they took of that woman fleeing from the tear gas is like so staged to me, and I don't want to be like conspiracy theorist person, but literally people behind her, they were all men, of course. And there was people trying to take pictures of them trying to. It looked staged, okay? And the tear gas wasn't even going in their direction. You know?
I didn't see the picture.
What?
I'm sorry. For 2 weeks I didn't care much.
But
so
yeah, there was a lady.
Didn't see the picture.
There was a lady with 2 kids. These 2 kids had on a diaper, a t-shirt, no shoes. No shoes, JT, no pants. And they were running away from tear gas. The tear gas is like over there. And the wind was blowing that way. And they're running this way. It looked staged. It looked staged to me.
Maybe they were over there to begin with. And I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt every single time to the left. Because no matter what, even if I give them the benefit of the doubt, they still come out as losers. So maybe they were some tear gas thrown at them, and by the time the dude got his camera, she was already past it and she was downwind from it. Even still, I believe that is child endangerment. I believe that if she was any kind of citizen, let's say we let her in, the first thing that needs to happen is Child Protective Services needs to be called.
Yeah.
Who does that? Stupid.
Look. Not only that, they need to DNA test to make sure those are her kids.
That's first, and then who takes diaper-aged children? How many miles across 2 countries? 3, maybe, depending on if she's from Honduras or El Salvador. Mm-hmm. And walking. Sometimes they got in the back of tractor trailers. And who does that? If you're any kind of mother, and I understand that the gangs are a lot, but what I would do is go to a better neighborhood. I would live in a tent in a better neighborhood in El Salvador, if that exists. I have no idea about the geography. I have no idea.
Yeah, just be like San Francisco, make it a tent city.
I have no idea of the geography of Honduras. But you can't tell me the whole country is a ghetto. I can't wrap that around my mind.
Not only that, okay, so a lot of people on the left are advocating for them to give them asylum, give them, refugee status. No. Because they were offered refugee and asylum status in Mexico.
And they said no.
Mexico is far, and like 15, maybe 1,400 people did, seek asylum in Mexico. But the vast majority, like I said before, the vast majority did not, and they kept going. And a lot of people are saying
that automatically disqualifies
exactly.
you.
So none of those people are eligible for asylum. None of them. They need to go on back home.
Every last one of them disqualified
unless they are from Mexico. Unless they're from Mexico, they are not eligible for asylum. And a lot of people were saying, these Republican QAnon people. If you're a QAnon person, they got a lot of help from Mexico knowing they're complaining. No,
definition for QAnon.
Q Anonymous is like this conspiracy theory that all of these...
Say no more.
Okay, it's a conspiracy theory. So if you're one of those, I apologize, I don't believe in it, okay? But they have this conspiracy, this side of conservative Twitter. They're saying that the wildfires were set on purpose to displace actual Americans to make room for the refugees. And I'm just like, really?
I'm sorry.
No.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
And so many people believe it.
Because right now, guess what? They're just going to have a whole bunch of rain. And guess what happens when you have fire? A whole bunch of fire. And then rain happens. Guess what happens?
Mudslides.
A whole bunch of mudslides. So you're telling me as soon as the immigrants get here. Now, Mother Nature, she's unpredictable. But it happens every single year. And I do believe without a shadow of a doubt that all the California regulations and, nature and all their regulations and crap, it hurts them, and they have these wildfires every single year because of their stupid regulations. Mm-hmm. Because it happens every single year.
The only reason that these fires were so bad, and it is because of those regulations, there are so many dead trees just still standing in the forest, and they won't cut them down. They won't cut them down because of deforestation regulation laws. Exactly. So that's why if you have lightning, a cigarette butt, whatever it is, it will cause major damage. And the New York Times reported on this back in January. They said this is a problem and it can't be solved because deforestation issues or whatever. And I'm just like, if you have all that, like, you're not gonna leave a dead Christmas tree, Agenda 21. It's not a conspiracy if it's true. See,
That is like my motto. I say it's not. What do I say? Wait. It's not a conspiracy if it's true. It's not a cliche if it's true.
it's not a stereotype.
It's not a stereotype if it's true.
But
it's just the truth.
But I do not believe that they started those fires on purpose.
I don't think they did that either because a whole bunch of people. Well,
I don't believe that.
I don't believe it either. But I was gonna say a whole bunch of people died, but that doesn't stop people from setting
And there's
fires.
some conspiracies that I believe in. Okay, like Building 7. I'm all like,
that's so shady.
I believe in that.
I don't
that's
know
the
if
only one
I
I can
believe
think
it.
of.
I don't know if I believe it. Landing on the moon.
No, I believe we landed on the moon.
Are you sure it wasn't filmed in the studio?
Shush.
But the wind was blowing the other way.
There's no wind on the moon, JT. Anyways, so yeah, it was because of the out of date laws, regulations that they have on the forest. And Trump was right when he called them out.
Totally right.
Yeah, it's
Go
because
and plow down all those dead trees. They get 5 days of rain every year.
Yeah.
They shouldn't have a forest.
Yeah, really, honestly. I mean, if forests are important, high impact TV on YouTube, I'll check them out. But if it's one of those where it just looks conspiracy, I probably won't give it much mind. But the migrants are here. And another reason why they chose California rather than Texas.
Because they get free Medicaid, Medicare.
Yeah, and
welfare.
Jerry Brown, the
housing.
The mayor, or not mayor, the governor of California.
I think he's going away at the end of the year.
It doesn't matter. He declared California a sanctuary state. He declared that a sanctuary
remember
state.
that dude that said he was going to ask for a pardon for his felony number 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on his way to California to ask Jerry Brown.
He's probably already there.
He's going to ask Jerry, Mr. Brown, and say something in half English. Pardon me for felony 3.
3rd degree felony is what he meant, and it was for attempted murder. So I'm sure you've all seen the clip. It's a problem. There's lots of criminals mixed into this. We don't need not one thing. We already have enough criminals here. We don't need extra criminals. Open your eyes, JT.
I'm just tired of America right now.
I understand. And speaking of the regulations from, the California and stuff like that. Oh, global warming, climate change, it's such a big deal. And, the weather, you can predict it to a sense. But why are they making such a big deal out of climate change, all of it? Well, they have been, but they're really pushing it now. So, what's changing?
Because they don't want to blame themselves for...
Sir Adamantine, hi! Oh my god, I haven't talked to you in forever. Mwah.
I don't know who you are. Hey. It's because they... How is that rude?
I'm just playing. Oh my goodness.
Anyway, it's because they don't want to blame themselves for bulldozing down the stupid trees that were already dead.
I mean, we're talking about a much broader sense in climate change. They're pushing climate change now, and the left is starting to change their stance on migration and immigration and refugees and stuff like that.
Yeah, because they realize it's not going to work for them.
Yeah.
It's not going to work for them.
And so the reason why they're trying to change their stance, they don't want to just say, you know what, they're illegal, we don't want them here, because it'll make them look like heartless, people.
Like they've been calling us.
Exactly. So what they're saying now is if we don't pay attention to climate change, all these people that are on tiny islands like Sicily and whatever kind of island they live on, they're going to be displaced, and we're going to have all this migration. It's not going to be good for the country. Look at Germany, look at the UK, look at Scandinavia. And
I'm
we're
sorry,
like,
wait a minute. Back up.
Yeah, let's bring it on back.
Up.
That is exactly what they're saying.
Back up.
Mm-hmm.
You're telling me that because of climate change. Sicily.
Well, not.
And all the other little Hawaii and the Philippines. Something horrible is going to happen. They're going to be displaced. And the only place they could come is the United States of America.
No.
That's what they're saying.
Well, not necessarily. They're just saying we don't want another crisis like Germany, like the UK, like Scandinavia.
Wait, when they incorporated a whole bunch of criminal migrants?
Basically, yes.
Of the Middle Eastern Muslim,
yes, because it
Islam,
crippled their economy and stuff like that. So basically, they're trying to spin. We need to take care of climate change.
That makes no sense whatsoever.
I know it doesn't make sense.
I don't understand how they're putting. That's like 2 + 2 is 15.
I know.
I don't understand what that means.
What? Okay, so what they're saying, they're trying to backtrack on migration and all of these migrants.
I get that part, but their argument makes no sense.
I know the argument makes no sense, and the argument is if we don't take care of climate change, we're going to have people misplaced, and they're going to be in countries that they don't belong in. It will cripple the economy, and the cultures will mash. You're going to have another.
Wait.
Germany.
No. Wait. What happened to diversity is our strength.
Exactly.
So they totally abandoned diversity as our strength.
Pretty much.
And they're saying, but the cultures won't mash and they won't assimilate. And it's just going to be a whole bunch of clash of Asians and Filipinos and Hawaiians and Sicilians, and they're not going to like each other. Exactly. It's going to be an all-out war.
Yeah.
But diversity is our strength.
Yeah. They want diversity when it's convenient for them. And the only reason why they're backtracking on migration because it's not a winning election ticket, they're not. No one agrees with illegal immigration.
Stupid. I'm sorry.
They
should have known that 2 years ago.
They were pushing it because they wanted those votes. The vast majority of migrants or illegal immigrants come in.
If they had 2 cents in their brain and they actually polled legal Hispanic immigrants, they would have known that this wasn't a winning issue to begin with.
I know, because legal Hispanic immigrants don't like
they
illegal
don't want
immigrants.
Nobody just crossing the border and just coming over
because
without
what? As cliche,
without paying their dues.
As cliche as it is, they take their jobs. They took her jobs. Yes. It's true. It's true. Wait, when the Democrats have dead vote? Yeah, that's true. The Democrats have the dead voted for them.
There was a dog that voted Democrat.
Yep, a dog. Dead people, just people who haven't voted for a long time now. In Georgia, they tried to make it was voter suppression because some person didn't vote for, let's say, 5 or 6 years in a row, and their voters registration was purged from the system. That is not voter suppression. That is the process. If you don't vote, we're assuming you don't have any interest in voting, so we're just gonna purge you from the system to keep everything.
You gotta re-register.
Exactly,
Bunny. You
You
gotta vote.
And then let me just mention right quick, Stacey Abrams, girl, you lost. You lost. The left cannot take an L. I don't know, and this is why I think Laura Loomer is a lefty. Okay, we're gonna get to Laura Loomer, but they can't take the L for nothing. I remember whenever Mitt Romney didn't win the presidency, the left was like, ha ha ha, get over it, y'all lost, ha ha ha. And we're like, okay. 2 weeks later, we were good, okay?
Yeah.
We weren't talking about it.
Notice how we lost the House, and everybody's like, look at all the riots in the street, and it was just peaceful.
Exactly. We lost the House, and
I loved
we
all
did
those
not
clips.
care.
There were clips on, of course, Fox News, because that's all I watch. I don't care, I'm biased. And there was they made it, they hyped it all up. It was look at all the riots in the street. And it was a bird tweeting. It was so funny. Yeah. It was look at this crowd of people. And they were just on their way to work.
That's what we do. When we lose, we go
We
back
go
to
to
work because we got stuff to do and stuff to pay for.
It's like we actually have jobs.
Yeah, and then
we are not paid by
not
George
to say
Soros.
that these people don't have jobs yet, because they do get paid by like open society, whatever those things are
And
called.
then they stupidly, accidentally admit it on camera.
Yeah, they do all the time. All the time. They always the light always and the truth always comes out in some form or fashion. Because like whenever we were talking about those migrants, John Kerry was talking about how the Germany crisis and the Scandinavia crisis was not good, but he didn't mean to say that. He didn't mean to say, "Oops, our immigration thing, our diversity project isn't working." But so now they're trying to spin it. Oh, it's because we need climate change to work. But it's
climate change and immigration are so on the different
I know, but they
ends
try
of
to
the
correlate.
spectrum.
Oh,
it is
thank
impossible
you. What, who's that?
to correlate.
Wait, who is it? Y'all extending Ryan Rudell.
I'm gonna get a close up. Wait. The words are in the way.
Okay, they'll go away.
I can't see myself. You know.
My afro is like not all together because like you know what I did when I woke up today? I was just like, oh, I just woke up. All right, now I'm good to go. That's what I did with my afro today. So it's looking a little rough, but you know, we try to slay when we can.
You know.
Okay. So yeah.
I'm not really slaying today.
Yes, you are. My eyebrows.
Could have did better.
This highlight though, look at the highlight. Oh girl.
Oh my goodness.
Oh girl, stop.
We
Okay.
don't riot, we protest, and we can't stand it.
Yeah, we don't riot, we don't protest. We get results. Whenever we want something,
We get
we don't necessarily get it, but we make our voice
we
heard.
work to get it.
Yeah, we work
and if
to get
we
it.
don't get it, we don't riot. We continue working to
Yeah, and
get
when
it.
we do protest, we protest the right way, and then old Antifa come up, and then they get punched in the face, and they go running. Have
Girl,
you seen?
I know, girl.
Did you see that? Okay, wait. Are you talking about the same one where that guy? He's like,
he had a freaking crowbar, and this dude with the mask on his face.
yeah. I'm thinking of another one, but go
with
ahead.
the mask on his face, he was like, oh, and this dude caught the crowbar and socked him in the face and pushed him. But when he pushed him, he was already out.
Mm-hmm. He was already out cold. But the one I was talking about, there was one guy. It wasn't like a political protest. I don't think it might have been, but it was one of those people's like John 3:16, don't spend eternity in hell. Those people, and there was one guy just talking whatever, and then once the dude turned his back, one Antifa person tried to punch him in the face, and his buddy was just like, he stopped him with one hand. He goes, he tried to stop him. That was a good clip. I like that one. Okay.
With one hand.
What? Sorry for the motorcycle noises. We got people.
That really makes me want to go to the gym. I really want to start taking not
Krav
karate.
Maga.
Yes.
Krav Maga.
I don't want to take karate. I want to take Krav Maga.
That's Israeli.
And I want to go to one of these protests.
Girl.
And I want to say Trump 2020, and I just want to stand there and wait.
No, I'm not trying to invite the fight.
Whatever.
I'm not trying to do that. If
I'm not inviting anything.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not. If I wear a Trump 2020 shirt in public, it's not like I'm fixing to go to a leftist rally. No, I'm not fixing to do that. I'm going to go to a Trump rally. I'm going to stand in line. I'm going to wear my Trump 2020 shirt. You know they're going to be there. And I'm going to say I'm a black belt in Krav Maga.
Is there a belt?
Whatever, you know what I mean. And I'm going to tell all my right-wing friends, and I was like,
how many you got besides me?
Get your cameras. It don't matter. It don't matter. I was like, all my left friends, center friends, libertarian friends, get your cameras ready.
Okay.
Watch me beat down this nigga. And then
you need to lay off the rum next time we do this podcast.
I told you it's this fault, and I don't have any more.
Too bad.
I might get up and make some.
How about we don't do that? We Anyways, we're gonna move on. Okay, this is a real funny one. I thought this was hilarious. Okay.
You're not gonna tell me what it is?
Yes, I told you about it, but I like your reaction to stuff. Okay, so these celeb titty streamers on like Twitch and stuff, they don't do nothing. They just react to videos, and they bounce up and down and stuff like that. One dude has this campaign to report these e-thoughts to the IRS. And they're calling it the thought audit. And these girls, I never seen so many women turn into libertarians in my life. They're like, what? You're reporting me to the IRS? Ah, taxation is passed!
You didn't say that,
girl. And then,
like 2 weeks ago, you were saying that everybody should pay more taxes to pay for all these
exactly.
illegals.
And then this is what I don't get. Okay, like these streamers. This is what I don't get. These men literally give so much money to these girls when they could go anywhere on the internet and look at that stuff for free. There's so many porn websites that I have heard of where it's free. Pornhub, I believe it's free. I'm not sure. But you can look at that stuff for free. They have playback of these streams that they rip from the titty streamers, and you can look at it for free. You ain't got to give your money. This one girl, she had, I forget, I think I was looking at a James Alsop video. Go and watch James Alsop videos about the thought audit. I think it's pretty good, even though I don't agree with everything that he says.
I love the name.
Look. This girl had 698 patrons. 698 patrons. Let's just say.
They all gave her $1 a day.
No, not $1. It's $1 a month. That's still $700 a month.
My goodness.
But there's different tiers. So if you donate $10 a month, you might get like a private Snapchat from her or something like that. So this girl is literally making at least
tax-free money.
Yeah, well, they're not supposed to be.
But right now it is.
Yeah. So they could be literally making $100,000 to maybe even $250,000 a year from just Patreon or just PayPal or Venmo, whatever it is. Just that alone, because if she has that many patrons, and let's just say each of them are paying, so $10 a month, that's $7,000 a month times 12. What is that? That's almost $100,000. That's almost, and that there's maybe more that spend maybe 30 or 50, maybe $100 a month.
Who would do that?
Thirsty men.
How thirsty do you have to be?
I don't even know
to watch a virtual woman that you will never see in person.
Because she don't.
I'm sorry. I would much rather go if I was a dude. Thank God I'm not. But if I was a dude, I would much rather take that $100, go to a bar.
Sorry. Hurry up and fight the fire. It's getting louder. Are they in your apartment?
There's where the fire station is. It's right there. Okay, but if I was a dude, I would take that $100 I would give to that thought. I would then go to a bar and buy ladies drinks.
It works.
That would work a lot better. And then you could actually touch them.
Yeah, you could actually interact with them. Can you stop being cringe?
At least it's true. You know it's true.
I know it's true.
But you might have a possibility to actually touch some boobies if you did that.
This is a Christian channel, okay?
No, it's not. It's the political channel. And that is
I'm a Christian.
True. Okay. The fact that I said you might touch some boobies because you paid for some drinks.
Don't you dare do it.
Is
you wait
the
till marriage.
Truth. It is the truth. I didn't say,
marriage.
Hey, this Christian man is gonna go to a bar and spend $100 on drinks to find some boobies to squeeze. I didn't say that.
I know. I'm just playing with you, GT. My goodness. I said, don't you wait till marriage. That's what I was saying. My goodness.
I know, but it was still fun.
Yes, I know. But I thought that was hilarious. And, of course, Brittany Venti. She was the one that said, of effing normies, get off my stream, Ree! Whenever the he will not divide us thing was going on.
Oh yeah.
Hilarious. She is not an attractive woman to me. She's just not. Okay, she looks weird, but she was mad about the thought on it because she's a titty streamer, basically. She's basically a titty streamer, but she just don't look good. Like, she just don't look good.
I mean, there's not going to be a lot that look good.
I know.
There's...
Isn't that sad? And, you know, every time I think of things like that, I think of the one girl, man, what do they call her? She was at
Porn star.
No, she was at
Horse
Berkeley.
face.
She was at Berkeley. The
mattress girl?
Not the mattress girl. She was the one that got punched in the face. What was her name?
I don't know.
What would they call her?
The fact that she got punched in the face is funny.
Dude, she had dreadlocks. Oh, moldy locks. That's what they called her. I think of her because I saw pictures of her before she became a leftist. And she was so pretty. She's still pretty. She just has dreadlocks and doesn't shave her armpits or anything. Yeah, so don't if you're self-employed and you make your own money and you make, let's say, over, I think the threshold is $10,000, you have to report that to the IRS. You have to. So put money aside and make sure you pay your taxes, because whenever you're self-employed, it's not automatically deducted.
1099.
Yes, you need to fill out your 1099.
1099.
I took my husband to a nudie bar. I knew he was going home with me. I would not take my husband to a nudie bar. That's just me.
Because he might think that is going to be a normal thing.
Yeah.
He might think that I'm fixing to get on a pole and swing from... No.
Nope. I mean, if we ever get like a one installed in our home, I'm not confident enough to do that. I don't care how skinny I am or like how fat I am.
That pole is gonna bend in half.
Girl, I'm not one to, do stuff like that. So I wouldn't. Even like a show, like a boudoir show, like with that Tess Violet or whatever her name is. Not Tess Violet. That's a singer. Tess Holiday. No, she's the fat girl. I don't know. There's people that do those boudoir shows and they're nude. I'm not even comfortable with, doing that with my husband.
I mean, if I was married, I would.
I wouldn't. Just because, it's supposed to be a sultry, high-class striptease. I'm not trying to...
it's not fixing to be like no everyday thing.
I know, I still wouldn't do it. No, that was his sister. What?
Whose sister? What you talking about?
I don't know.
We missed a few.
I took my husband to a nudie bar. I knew he was going home with me. No, that was his sister. I don't get it. Anyways, we'll move on. The thought audit was hilarious. It's still going on. People are still reporting these thoughts to the IRS.
It's going to be hilarious.
Pay your taxes.
When they have to...
They have
all
to.
this money.
And it's super simple.
You literally have to. What made them think that they could show their titties and just be tax-free?
Because, it's gifts.
No, it's not.
If you're using it to take your vacation
on
stuff.
the pole. No, was his sister on the pole? We're going next on that.
Paul Manafort.
Yes.
Michael Cohen.
Oh, God. Okay.
All of it is irrelevant to Trump, by the way.
Wait. Okay, let's start with Michael Cohen.
Michael Cohen is
Michael
sleazy lawyer who is, as Trump says, weak. He's weak. He's trying to get a lesser sentence, so he's weak. He's lying. And I believe him. I believe Trump.
I totally believe that he is lying to get a lesser sentence.
Of course.
It is so obvious
it
because
really is.
he said one thing then he said another thing, and then he changed both of those things and said something completely
Mm-hmm.
different.
And if you're a lawyer, you should have the know-how to lie efficiently, but he don't even know how to do that.
And then everybody was like, if he was so bad and incompetent and he's a sleazeball, why was he a lawyer for like 12 years? He's like, he did me a favor a long time ago. Because Trump is known for this stupid blind loyalty.
Yep. That's one of his weaknesses.
If there was anything, if there was two things that I could change, I would wish he never knew of Twitter.
Oh God, yes.
And I would wish he wasn't so loyal.
Yeah.
He's like Jerry Jones. You notice that? Jerry
Oh
Jones
my God.
will fall in love with any kind of football player. Remember Pac-Man Jones?
Girl,
Love
Pac-Man Jones.
Pac-Man. He gave Pac-Man Jones a babysitter.
No, like okay, he gave him like a handler.
It was a babysitter.
He gave him a babysitter, and I don't know what impressed Jerry. I know we're off the subject. I wonder if we won, by the way. But I know we're off the subject of politics. But Pac-Man Jones, the only impressive thing that I saw him do was catch a bunch of balls and didn't drop them. That was it. What else talent did Pac-Man Jones have? Jerry Jones was like, look, he can catch all the balls. But he can just catch just one. But no, he got in trouble before he could even be on the field. And then, well, I don't know what other team picked him up. And then he got in trouble again. I'm like, why y'all waste time getting Pac-Man Jones? He was a troublemaker from the start.
What is his real name?
I don't know Pac-Man. I don't know. Just like that dude Taco.
If I could change two things about Trump, I would keep like all the horse face comments because they're freaking hilarious, and there would be nothing for CNN to talk about.
True.
I would keep all of that because he keeps it real. She does have a really long face.
She does.
She does.
She does. And I don't know.
And then all the stuff that you know what she is saying now. And then Michael, creepy porn lawyer, was like, "I am an ambassador for her. I am looking out for her." Did you hear what she is saying about him?
She's
totally under the bus. She said, "I did not authorize him to sue Trump," and she's only saying this now because she has to pay Trump.
Yep. Yeah.
It's like if you would have said this like 2 months ago, we would have believed you. I don't.
But now that you lost your case and you have to pay Trump's legal fees, you're like, I never authorized him to sue.
Yes, you did.
Yes, you did. And you wanted that money. That's all you wanted.
And if anybody watched that show where Tucker Carlson had Michael Avenatti on his show. He called her a porn star. He was like, "Why do you keep calling her a porn star? That is so disrespectful." I'm like,
"What is she then?" She's a porn star.
But that would be a call. I was like, "Well, she's an adequate sex person on TV. What else do you?"
And I hate. Okay, you know.
And like she's okay on TV when she's having sex with people.
Dude, okay.
At least he said she was a star.
Okay, like I hate it when people call it sex work. I you know, and you can be a sex worker. I don't care, but no, you're a sex worker. Just because they don't like prostitution, they don't like porn star for whatever reason. Girl is also bad for whatever reason.
So what is the politically correct term? Sex worker?
Yeah, sex worker. I do sex work. Okay, so what do you do? I do sex work. Okay, what do you do? I go on camera and okay, so you're a porn star. like what?
Because sex worker is so broad.
Yeah, I mean
you could literally be a hooker on a corner, a porn star.
Stripper.
It's too broad.
Yeah, it is too broad.
No, and I believe if you say porn star, in that particular that would be a compliment. And Michael Avenatti had a fit because he called her a porn star.
But let's go back to Michael Cohen and Paul Manafort. Michael Cohen is not a good lawyer, and I can see why Trump ditched him as early as he did because he's not very good. And The only thing that they're trying to get Michael Cohen on is really nothing to do with with Trump's election, his presidency, or anything. They were trying to build a Trump hotel in Moscow. They talked about it
before he was even doing all this political
no,
stuff.
They were still talking about it during his election, but it was still they scrapped it before he won the presidency. It was like 2016.
I know, but when it first started.
Yeah. Before,
it was before.
Yeah, it was before he got the nomination or was even considering running. Or maybe he was, no one knows.
Yeah.
But it has nothing to do with him trying to influence an election or colluding with Russia.
And I'm sorry. Everybody knew he was a business person.
Yeah.
He's a real estate person.
He's a hotel connoisseur.
Why would he not want a Trump Tower in every single continent?
Yeah.
In every single major city. Moscow included.
Yep. I don't know. And people just don't they're trying to get Trump's associates guilty on something to make Trump look guilty, but all it is vindicating him even more, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because
I was like, so what, let me get this straight. So you got the 72-year-old man on lying about an email that he forgot that he forwarded 2 years ago, and that's supposed to make Trump look bad.
Yeah. And it's like something that's so insignificant, when you do business, you can forget about, yeah. And I know that in my opinion they set him up, and Paul Manafort too, to try and catch them in a lie, so that way they can be like, oh well, your offer's off the table, so that way he can fess up to more stuff and offer him more things. That's what I'm thinking is what happened.
That's
they want him
to
confess to something that is not true.
Yeah, that was like, okay, you know what? We got you on this, but if you confess that you knew that Trump was something Russia, then you'll get probation. You can stay home with your family,
exactly.
Your brand new, newlywed wife and your kids or whatever.
Exactly. That's exactly what I think they're doing. It's shady, and I cannot wait. I know it's probably going to be 4 years from now, but once this investigation is over,
I cannot wait.
I am going to throw a party. I'm going to be like, you know the meme where the crowds are dancing and it says Obama is gone? I'm going to bet Mueller is gone.
Girl, ooh. I hope and pray. Lord Jesus, I pray that Mueller wraps this up. Even if it's on the last day of Trump's presidency, we get his report, and then we get the Inspector General's report, and everybody reviews everything. The last thing Trump does is fire Mueller.
Yep. Once there's no evidence of collusion, and once this investigation is over, Mueller is gone.
I don't care if there is evidence of collusion.
Is collusion
because
even a crime?
Collusion's not a crime.
It's not a crime. And even so like what set this off is Hillary losing for one and her excuse, and some Russian freaking memers bought some ads on Facebook. Maybe it was funny, maybe it was serious. Who knows what it was? But it didn't influence a whole entire election. Absolutely not. And let's say if freaking what's a country? Germany. Let's say if Germany bought some ads pro Hillary, no one would say anything. No one would even care.
Hillary and that chick from Georgia, that black
Stacey Abrams?
Yeah. Hillary, Stacey Abrams. I don't care. And maybe another woman that lost that just wouldn't accept it. I think I'm missing one that kind of made headlines.
One did. I think it was the one it was Cinema, but she won though.
No, okay, but at least them two. Okay, Hillary and Abrams. They are the reason why women are not being elected into government leadership. That is why. Because when they lose, they don't lose gracefully. All their emotions come out. Hillary has been on an emotional tour for 2 years, saying it's everybody's fault but hers. This is why women can't take the next step. It's because of you, Hillary. It's because of you,
Stacey,
and Stacey Abrams. It's because of you.
And just just in general, blaming everything on the patriarchy and cis heteronormative or whatever.
Blame everything on some mythical cisgender whatever. You can't do that. Sometimes you have to just chalk it up and say, you know what, my bad. Why can't women do that?
I don't know.
I do it all the time. Sandra. Sandra.
Yes, I know.
My bad.
Oh.
It was my bad. I don't know why.
Okay.
It doesn't matter why. It doesn't matter. Because it will always be like this. Women are what, like 20% of government leadership? I don't know the stat.
It's not a big number.
It's not big. It's because of that. Because they always bring their emotions into it. But that chick from Hawaii, when she was like, men just need to step up and shut up. I'm like, what is that? That's nothing but your stupid emotions.
Yep.
She
don't like men. Women are taking their hatred of men and their ultra feminist agenda into government, and I bet you
it
that
will never ever work.
And then these male feminists that do the same thing are gonna ruin, companies, because like in California, you have to have a female board of directors on your whatever.
Sandra, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I know this is wrong of me, but I kind of don't care. I cannot wait for California to fail.
They already are failing.
No. Fail.
Like how? Explain.
I want them, like all these migrants that are on their way, they're going to accept them and open them with open arms. There's 600 MS-13 people.
Nope. I don't want that.
There's felony number 3s. There's all these people that are on their way to Tijuana, Mexico.
Tijuana,
California, whatever. And they're gonna get through. And then that mayor of who was it? No, he's the governor. The mayor that warned people that there was just gonna be a raid. What was her name? I don't know if she's still the mayor. I think she was the mayor of San Francisco.
Oh, girl, that's the worst city.
I know. That's where they're going.
They're going to San Francisco.
Yes. They're fixing to all go to San Francisco.
Ooh.
And then they're fixing to still not clean up the forest. They're going to still have all these regulations. They're fixing to give Medicaid to every single illegal immigrant. They're going to have illegal immigrants vote in local elections. And
they're already doing that in San Francisco.
I know, but that's why they're going to California. Some of them, they took their chances in Texas. Cut it off.
We sure did.
And, that's why the mass majority of them, like the original plan was to go to California because of all of the perks. And I cannot wait.
I don't want that to happen.
And I know, and this is what's going to happen. California is going to completely fail. We're going to have to save them. And all the people with sense are going to have to come to Texas and Arizona and Mississippi and all the conservative states, and they're going to turn us purple.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so, sorry I had to leave. Phone shut off. I just wanted to make one point. The Border Patrol is doing their job in extreme hostile circumstances. No one wants to tear gas children, but no one wants cinder blocks to... Exactly, yes.
And I'm sorry.
We definitely understand We definitely understand that.
And Sandra knows I'm violent. I could be a little heartless at times.
Very much so.
But if you bring your children between 3 countries And then all the men, 80% of the men said, hey, women and children first, like it's the Titanic.
Yeah. It's stupid.
And then you fall for it.
Yeah. It's stupid. Stupid.
You deserve to get tear gas in you and your children's eyes.
Yeah, I mean, and tear gas, I'm not trying to be harsh either. It won't kill you.
It's not gonna kill you. It's gonna make you cry.
It's gonna hurt a lot.
It's gonna burn.
It's gonna hurt a lot
for hours.
No one is asking for slack, but a little recognition for their conditions under which they operate that go a long way.
You know what should happen? All these military-aged men should go back home and overthrow their government.
I don't know why they don't do it, because as soon as they...
I have literally been saying that for years.
I know they can, and here's why. Tijuana, I keep saying Tijuana, but it's actually Tijuana. The city of Tijuana, they were protesting their government, saying, we don't want these migrants here. So if they can protest these migrants coming here, they need to protest the government for better conditions, better, hardcore on these cartels that are wreaking havoc in their cities. And everything should be. It will take time. It won't be overnight.
No. Like, we did it. We fought for our independence. Black people did. The Jewish people did.
Yeah.
The Indian people,
they lost.
Tried.
They
tried.
They got some reservations for them if they live in squalor because they're on the government independence.
But let's see, who else did?
Egypt kind of did with Mugabe. Not Mugabe.
Yeah.
That's
Zimbabwe
did it.
Zimbabwe
can do it. Anybody can do it.
There is tons and tons and tons of history, and I promise you, get one cousin, friend that's in the military. Start whispering in their ear, hey,
Precious. She didn't break it.
I know, I noticed. I was like, get one military man to listen to you, to understand that, hey, El Salvador ain't what that is.
Yeah.
Because they have their own police, military, whatever. Get some of them.
I'm gonna take this off.
And start saying, hey, we fisting to take all our guns that the government gave us, and we fisting to start shooting at them.
Ooh.
That's what you do.
Ooh.
You gotta take it back. That is their country. They pay those taxes. They pay for those buildings. That is theirs. That's not whoever the president, prime minister, whatever they got over there. It's not theirs.
Yep.
It is the people's, and all you have to do is stand up for it. And if I see one more friggin' El Salvador flag,
dude, Honduras,
whatever.
And whenever I go to work, there's an immigration attorney's office that I pass every single day, and he got the Honduran flag waving out there. He looking for that cash. He's like, oh no, I ain't standing in solidarity with Honduras, but in his mind is like, capitalism is great. That's what he's thinking.
That's a shame.
It is a shame. They better come here.
I'm sorry. There was something on the news this morning about a man. He woke up this morning to his Trump 2020 flag burned and on the ground.
Trump 2020.
They need to do that to that Honduran flag at that law office. That's what they need to do. It's not illegal to burn somebody else's flag.
Nope.
I'm just saying.
What you want, Precious?
Stop it, Precious. Stop. No. Get down.
That's just messing with my feet. It tickles. It tickles. Yes, you do. Yeah, my dog, she's, that's JT's dog that you saw I was messing with. My dog just got her shots today, and apparently one of the shots...
She's a little lethargic.
Yeah, it hurts the injection site, so... she's not very happy. Let's see what else we got on the agenda today. I think that's it. Oh, no, we gotta talk about this. We gotta talk about Laura Loomer. Girl! Okay. Laura Loomer. Everyone knows.
I don't know what she did besides the tires.
Yeah, she did the tire thing. Oh, someone slashed my tires, but it was really just dry rot.
It's like, how do you not know?
A couple days ago, she got banned from Twitter. And she's apparently very upset about this. And, you know, if I was banned from Twitter, I'd be mad. You know, be like, man, they banned me for no reason, and probably just because I'm conservative. You know, it's bias. You know, it is what it is. Twitter is being, you know, very biased right now when it comes to conservative people on Twitter. But she took it a step further. This woman goes down to the Twitter HQ and handcuffs herself to the door. And I'm just like, why would anyone be like, oh, look at Laura Loomer go. She's so brave. I'm like, no, Laura.
No one is doing that, especially on the right. You're supposed to be on the right, and all the right is saying, don't you gotta go to work tomorrow?
Yeah, basically, I mean, her job is an investigative journalist or whatever. She does her own thing.
Oh, okay, so she's basically doing her job.
Basically.
But still, nobody cares that you.
And this is why I don't like Laura Loomer, because she literally acts like leftist. She's throwing a temper tantrum because she lost her Twitter account. Granted, it was not for the right reasons. She didn't really say anything that was offensive.
Did you hear about that dude that predicted, like a month or two ago, that he was like, they're coming for me next. They're fisting to ban me off Twitter, and they're not going to tell me why. And sure enough, yep. I don't remember his name.
He got his account reinstated though. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know if his name was Jesse, but he was on some show on Fox.
Stop, Precious, no.
And he was like, I predicted it. They didn't tell me why. That is against what they said in Congress. Mm-hmm. They're supposed to tell you why. They didn't tell him why. And they deleted his Twitter. They said, you cannot reply to this email because it will not be monitored and you cannot appeal it. And I'm like, why are you violating your own rules?
Yeah,
what is that? You know where she got that?
It's on the floor.
No, from outside. That's somebody else's Q-tip. Because somebody just dumped their trash and another dog got into it. And there's Q-tips everywhere. And she keeps eating them.
Wait, what does that say? Me more Survivor. How can we bring more black Americans on board to start voting for conservative? Will it require a black Republican presidential candidate? No. We literally have to change black women's minds.
It's only the women.
Because a lot of men are, I would say, about 30 to 40% of black men are Republican, which is not a big number, but only 5% of conservative black women are. Yeah.
But still, I think the number for men are more. They just don't know it.
Yeah.
They're just following the black stereotype agenda. Because, like, and we've said this before.
A lot.
Do you know a black man that don't have a side hustle, that's not worried about his money? He wants all his money. He don't want to give none of his money away. He wants to keep it.
Yeah. And he's a gun enthusiast.
He's a gun. He wants his guns. He don't want to be pulled over every 5 seconds. He wants to maybe smoke some weed.
Yeah.
Leave me alone. I've had a bad day.
Yeah, libertarian right. That is the majority of black men. I don't know one single black man that wants to be dependent on the government. There might be some, but I don't know them. Okay? I don't.
95% of black women are the exact opposite.
They want to be dependent on government.
They have babies just to be dependent on the government. So they can get their nails done, hair done, and not have to pay a single dime for groceries, for rent, medical care, for prescriptions, for their babies, everything else.
They got that chip, everything. I used to work in housing. I know I keep saying this, but the overwhelming majority of the residents at the housing facility that I worked at were black women. Then it was black men, then Mexican women, then Mexican men, then Asians. That was the hierarchy.
And you know the Asians, like, I don't know, but I feel that the Asians were actually trying to get out of that situation.
Yeah, because I worked in the self-sufficiency department. That was the department that I worked in. It was the loneliest department at the whole entire place.
And that meant like you're trying to get out of public housing.
Mm-hmm.
You're trying to sign up to become a certified nursing something.
They would do that. They
You're
would sign up
trying
to be a CNA. That was no problem.
But they would never go to the class.
No, they would go to the class too. They would become certified. They just didn't keep the job. They didn't keep the job.
Yeah, because that was the qualification to staying in housing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you had to sign up. You had to become, like...
No, you didn't have to sign up for the CNA program. Okay, so this.
You had to keep looking for a job and then get a job, and then what they would do is just somehow figure out how to get fired.
Yeah, or quit or whatever. I don't know how that works. I don't want to be in housing ever. But like, yeah, there was one time where this woman came in and her mother was in housing at the same housing facility, just different different houses, and then even her grandmother was in another place in Dallas. Because I was working in Fort Worth.
So that's... And then I'm sure she had children.
Yeah, she did have children.
So that's 4 generations in public housing.
Yes.
4 generations.
So in order to win the black vote, you have to get black women on your side. That is the number one thing.
And that is going to be
Very
the hardest thing to do. Unless you can convince women, black women...
Can you not, Precious?
Unless you can convince black women to be self-sufficient, not rely on the government, and somehow get a second job.
Yeah.
So they don't have to rely on food stamps and Medicaid and all that stuff. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, that's probably one of the hardest demographics because they're staunch feminists. They hate
all
men. They hate men.
But if they hate men so much, why do they keep getting pregnant?
Because they love sex. They love sex, but they hate men.
Don't they have electronic devices for that?
They don't care. They like getting, and then they blame the man every time they get pregnant. Where's my baby daddy? Da 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 da. You know, like pay my child support. Like
I want to go get my hair done, even though my child looking over here like a scallywag wearing Walmart clothes with holes in it.
Walmart clothes is fine. I wear Walmart clothes.
Walmart clothes from 3 years ago, they outgrew it and they got holes in it.
Yeah, well, I've seen so many times where the mom just look hair laid, makeup done, fresh, looking nice in her baby fat clothes that she got from Burlington Coat Factory or whatever.
Oh, and the brand new iPhone that she got for Christmas with the knockoff Coach bag, because we know it's knockoff.
Yeah, Michael Kors bag. Everyone's got a Michael Kors bag around here.
And then all of a sudden you see their kids
just dirty.
Like their hair hasn't been combed in 2 days.
What do you think about a Costco Cortez slip-up? Girl... And then they tried to make it, okay, I know we're changing the subject. They tried to make it like, oh, everyone can make a mistake. No, she didn't make no mistake. She really thought that there were 3 branches of government called Congress. What was it again? What did she say? Chambers of Congress. Israel's occupying palace. Man, she don't know.
She really doesn't.
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez got into government because she's cute, she's brown, and she's promising free stuff. That's
pretty much it.
That's it. She doesn't know anything about politics.
In 6 years, she won't be there anymore.
She doesn't know anything about politics.
Because she said that she was going to be inaugurated and that she was going to start signing things into law.
Like,
it's on video.
Yeah, she is not the president. She cannot do that. And then she was like, oh, until I get my job, I can't afford to live in a DC apartment. Girl, nobody care. Nobody cared for one. Put that down.
Put what down?
She got something.
She don't.
Oh no, it's still on the floor. I saw it. Shoot. Anyways, yeah, she doesn't know anything about politics, and it's quite apparent. But the media keeps covering up for her, saying, "Oh, people make mistakes." No, you don't make mistakes like that.
Over and over and over and over again.
And then like people would compare that to like Mitt Romney saying the legislative, the judicial, and he couldn't think of the third one, the executive. Which is what he was trying to run for. but I understand.
What's hilarious.
It was hilarious. And that's called a slip-up. But when you say Congress, Senate, and I don't know what she said that was the 3 branches of government or whatever it was, You just know she
like
ain't
the
got
Congress,
a clue.
the Senate, and the House.
Yeah, I think that's what she said.
I think so.
I think that's what she said.
That's not
And
it.
that means you know
Get
good
down.
and well that she don't know nothing about politics or government. She doesn't know.
She gonna knock over the camera.
I know. I'm just
Oh,
waiting for it to
okay.
happen.
She stopped. Okay.
Man, she's a pretty face. It's just not. Well, she can be cute when she's not like that, you know. And you know, for the right to keep saying, "Oh, she can't wear these expensive clothes." Oh my God, because you know, yeah, because you know people
go be fly.
Yeah, I mean, because you know people can let you have clothes when you're a well-to-do person and you're well known. Designers just give you stuff, okay? So if she wore some Manolos and a Gucci tracksuit or something like that, Biden said 3-letter words: jobs, 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 jobs. He said that, boy. Lord Almighty, that's hilarious.
Oh, and another point I want to make on every single video we do.
What?
History repeats itself. The Democrats were responsible for slavery, and they're trying to get illegal immigrants to be their next slaves.
Yeah, of course, most definitely. And then what kills me, whenever black people have the argument, if you don't want migrants to come here, who's going to pick the crops? I'm like, what are you saying? Why are you saying this? Do you literally want the Mexican people to take our place as slaves? Because people don't seem to realize the perfect Democrat world would be a place where there's free housing, free food, free medical care, and universal pay. That was literally slavery. Literally slavery. Some slaves got paid. All of them got food. All of them got medical attention. All of them had places to live.
But
were you free?
Nope.
No. So, do I want the Democrat dream where we all get everything free? Can you stop rubbing on the ground, precious?
Her back itches.
Jeez, let me itch it for you.
No.
She keeps kicking me with her tail.
If you scratch her back, you won't be able to stop you, but let her rub on that floor.
Whatever. She keeps hitting me. Now she's messing with me.
It's because I just took off her sweater and her back has been itching for a while.
Anyways. Yeah, if you want a place where that was literally slavery back 400 years ago, yeah, be my guest. You know, if you want to have that type of utopia where everyone gets paid equally and everyone gets medical attention and, you know, we all have government jobs and stuff like that. So, who will Democrats nominate in 2020? I hope it's Hillary. I hope it's Hillary.
Hillary will be shunned away.
I hope it's Hillary.
It is probably going to be Kamala Harris and Cory Booker.
Ooh, let it be Cory Booker because he is an abuser. He abused a gay guy, so he needs.
Okay, if it's not, Cory Booker probably won't make it because that'll be too scandalous.
I know she is a crazy lefty, but if she was Republican, all the right would be truly over her. Let's be real. No, I don't think so. If she's advocating for...
if she had the same policies, absolutely not.
Nah, don't believe that.
No. But we're not, like, I believe wholeheartedly that people on the right are not that shallow.
Yeah.
We do not care
because we don't
if you were brown or if you were black.
Because
or if
see the difference
white.
Between the right and the left. Whenever the right does something wrong, we call it out. Like we don't like Paul Ryan.
No,
we didn't like John McCain.
Oh! That's the perfect example. We did not like John McCain.
No, we didn't.
And then, as soon as he died, we still didn't like John McCain. But he was a Republican. But the left had a parade.
Yep.
They had all this stuff going out for him. Oh, we love John McCain.
Mm-hmm.
They a bunch of liars.
And the next one that it shouldn't even be labeled Republican now. Jeff Flake. Why are you still a Republican?
Stand Jeff.
Why is he
Flake,
still saying him
flaky human? Why?
Why is he still calling himself a Republican when he
just go away?
Yeah. Yeah, and
Just retire early.
And even
Just go.
people who call themselves Republican and like media, like Geraldo Rivera, ain't no Republican. Ana Rivera, stop calling yourself a
Geraldo
Republican.
Rivera has never said he was a Republican.
Oh,
He's
he
a
did?
Democrat.
Oh,
yes.
okay. Ow, precious. And Ana Rivera, if you call yourself Republican one more time and then go and vote for Gilliam, who is a socialist, please don't. If I see you, I'd be like, look, here's a Democrat, y'all. She's left to Stalin. There she is.
Because see, and I've said this before. I don't like Trump. He's a big fat orange idiot. I don't like him.
Look, precious, stop.
I don't like him. I don't like him. His policies is what I like.
Yeah.
I do not like Trump.
I don't like him.
I
kind of like him.
I like the way he is real. I like the way he does not apologize. I could not be his friend because I would slap him too much and he would have somebody probably kill me.
Can y'all just take a moment and look at this dog? She is going crazy.
Leave my baby alone. She's a puppy.
She's going crazy. She's messing with me. I've never liked Trump as a person, but I do like the few. Yeah, I like his policies too. As soon as he started,
That's why.
Like I said so many times before, I did not vote for Trump. But I still didn't like him. I still didn't like him, even after he won the presidency. But as soon as he started keeping promises, I'm just like, oh.
Which blew everybody's mind.
Yeah, and I'm like, how come these other presidents how come they couldn't lower the taxes just like that? How come they couldn't?
Saudi Arabia.
Wait, real quick, the media went from Trump is a Russian spy to why is he attacking Russia or why is he and then prejudice against Muslim is why is he so nice to why are you so right? Because they have changed their stances on Trump so many times.
They are such hypocrites.
They are such hypocrites, and they can't keep a story straight for nothing.
They really can't.
And they try to get Trump on the littlest stuff. Like, I remember they asked something about Paul Manafort to Trump. He was like, are you going to pardon him? And it was like, we never discussed it, but it's not off the table. Why would I take it off the table? They're like,
oh my gosh. And then the Mueller firing.
Oh my goodness.
He has never hinted towards firing Mueller. Do you know what a political suicide that would be?
Oh my God, it would be.
Trump is not stupid.
But once that investigation is over,
bye.
Girl, he gone.
Fired.
Bye.
Lose your pension and everything. I hope you lose everything. I hope you go bankrupt. Like all the people you just put in jail. I hope you go bankrupt with him. Hi, baby. Hello, boo-boo. Go over here. Go over here. Come over here. Yeah. There you go. Stop messing with me.
Should go be a Democrat too. She was blaming her being black on losing. I don't know who Mia Love is. Who's Mia Love?
I don't know. Oh, remember Chrisette Michele? She performed at the inauguration.
Yeah, she said she nearly committed suicide because her career was over. I love Chrisette Michele. My favorite song with Chrisette Michele, with Music Soul Child. Go look it up. That is a good song. I love that song.
You know what? If she would have just said, you know what, I performed for the President of the United States and it was an honor to do so.
That would have even.
It doesn't matter. No.
Yes, it would.
No, it wouldn't have. She would have lost the loud minority of people. All the silent majority would have still bought her stuff because she's talented.
Yeah, I know.
She is talented.
But I think the majority of the people that watch her or listen to her are black females. So she lost the majority of her base.
Okay, so all she had to do was find another base. Artists reinvent themselves all the time.
That's true. And then she tried to make up for her,
She made a Black Lives Matter song.
Yeah, and that didn't help. But man, Chrisette Michele is so freaking talented.
So talented, and now it's just.
I
wish she wouldn't have picked a side. You cannot piss off half the country and expect to have a career.
She did not deserve that hate at all.
She didn't deserve the hate, but she pissed off half the country when she said, "Oh, I'm so sorry for performing for the President of the United States."
And it's like, what are you supposed to do? Like, if someone, first of all, if I was to disagree with their policy so much, I wouldn't have said yes to begin with. Like, if someone was like, "Do you want to perform at Hillary Clinton's party?" I'd be like, "Nah, I decline."
And plus, I'm like, why? Where was Kid Rock? Where the crap?
No,
was
they need
Kid
someone
Rock?
classy.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do. If
I'm
you're
sorry.
wanting to,
No.
if you're wanting to do the
Kid
first dance,
Rock can sing. He's one of the one rockers that has a good voice. He could have classed it up for one night and did something a little different. Where was Kid Rock? Where was Kid Rock? Or that one dude that sings that one political song, the country singer.
Toby Keith.
Where was he? Where was he?
Know. He wanted someone that he probably liked. She's a jazz singer. She has a jazzy voice, and he probably likes it. Because believe it or not, Trump is not a racist. He probably is a fan of Chrisette Michele. And, she was like...
And I need somebody to point me towards an action. Because only actions define racism, not words.
They're gonna
you
say,
have to have an action.
Calling the Mexican people racist? No, he did not say that.
Calling Mexican people racist?
Not racist, rapists.
I mean, is it not true that there were rapists in there?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, then.
I know, but that's what people will say.
But it was true.
I know it's true. Yay! That was a good podcast. It's been an hour and 28 minutes.
26. Blind.
Anyways. We will... I don't know what my schedule is for next week. So...
You don't have the schedule for December?
I do... Yes, I do. I just don't know what it is right now. So, I'll let you know on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter, Ratwing Sister, for when we are going to be broadcasting next. And, can you not? And then JT is going to be controlling the Sistah2sistah Twitter, okay? So, check out that too.
You put too much faith in me controlling a Twitter account.
Just do it every once in a while.
That means like...
Just do it once a week. Once a week. You can do something once a week.
And I see, like, the thing you sent me today, I forgot what it was. Where's your phone?
It was the thought audit. My phone was right here.
I didn't.
You know what thought stands for? That hoe owes taxes. That's what it was.
See? I didn't get it.
You didn't get it? What do you mean?
Because I didn't know the story.
Oh, I told you about the thought audit.
Just now is when I learned it.
No, I told you about it before, GT. And I told you, and it doesn't. You don't need the story to know. It's just thought that hoe owes taxes.
I get it, but I was like, oh, okay, that was clever.
Can you not mess with my feet, Precious?
Come over here, Precious. Come here.
Anyways,
so,
that's the end.
Basically, I was like, oh, that's clever. And then I closed it.
Yay! Everyone, thanks so much for watching.
Bye.
Make sure you follow me on Twitter, and I will let you know when it is next time. Okay, bye!